And we back. Welcome back to another episode of the Get Buckets podcast, powered by Hardwood 8 Basketball. I'm your host, Musa Moretti. Today I got another special guest on, coming out of Dormant High School, All-State guard, Sean Lindsay. What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming on, bro. How you been?
Good, man. Just getting ready to graduate. Really just taking it all in. So just being busy.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Nah, I feel you, man. Nah, bro, I've been definitely trying to, probably one of my bigger names I've had on here, bro. And, a lot of people might not even know that we know each other, but, you grew up in the Greenville area, right?
Yeah.
But obviously went to Dorman the last 2 years, but we'll cover all that past a little bit later. But first thing I want to just ask is, like, summarize y'all's season, aka ring season, over at Dorman this past year, and just like how it went for you personally, and just how it went for the team in general.
So after we had lost to Malden, everybody was like, "Oh, y'all ain't got no 6'10", y'all ain't got no 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, y'all ain't got no stars. It's just all guards." And then we was just like, okay, so we know what we could do. Basically, so summer, I think we played at Burns that summer. Played at Burns, then went to Rock Hill, and then Wofford. So our first like competitive game was against Ridgeview, and like two of they best players ain't even play for real. So we just felt like, oh, they ain't think like that was worth our times for real. So then come Rock Hill live period, we played Lexington, Westwood, what was that 418? Oh, Wilson. We played Wilson.
Oh, yeah, state champs from last year.
Yeah, and then we played Goose Creek, who we played in the state this year.
Yeah.
We tied with we played Gray too. We tied with Lexington. We beat Gray and Goose Creek, and then Wilson had beat us. So that was just like our real shot. It was like, whoa, because Wilson, them boys, they like that. Like everybody on that team can go, and they young too, so they gonna be real good. And then basically, like, just from the summer on, we just been working because ain't nothing wasn't gonna be given to us, so we just had to just go out there and work for it, improve people while we say we the best.
Nah, I feel you, bro. And yeah, I even talked about like the whole y'all didn't have any 6'10", 6'8" guys anymore, because I feel like that made a lot of people feel like it was their year to go out and get it. Like, this is the first year y'all really didn't have any quote unquote huge names on your team. But even with that being said, y'all hadn't won a championship since 2020.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because that really meant like nobody. This was all y'all's first ring, right?
Yeah, except Christian. I think he had another one from North Carolina.
Okay. I do want to go just some highlights of this season. I guess I should ask the most recent thing. How was that the throne over in Atlanta? I know y'all had lost like the first game and all, but
Yeah.
I know it was real competitive over there. How was that whole experience?
Yeah, it was. I feel like if any public high school team get invited to that, that's just a chance of a lifetime, because they had NBA guys come to talk to us about managing our money. They had HBCU bands playing, the Kappas performing and stuff like that. Great environment. They had, like, after we had lost, they had gave us like different stations to go through and talk about like other things other than basketball, like how can we improve like mentally, physically, other than basketball and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, word, yeah. So wait, how long do you know how long like that whole event has been going on? Is that like fairly new?
No, yeah, this was the first year. This was the first year.
Okay. Word, yeah. Who ended up winning the championship for it?
The Boozer Twins, Columbus, from Florida.
Yeah, that team like that.
Yeah, I feel like we could have beat them. The team that beat us, they was in the championship with them.
Okay.
And like, I think nine or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all didn't lose by. How much y'all ended up losing by in that game?
I want to say 11, 11 or 9, 9 or 11. It wasn't that bad, but like we just ain't played in a month. We
Yeah,
should
I was about to say y'all had played in almost a month.
scrimmage like a upward team or something like that. It's just to get the feel for the game and stuff. But we were still practicing.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I wanted to ask, like, since y'all that was what March 29th, whenever y'all played, were like some guys on y'all's team like playing AAU along with like before that happened, or y'all all locked in on like the school still?
Yeah, I think after we won state, I think like that next week they had tournaments and stuff, and like prior before that, and then I think a couple of our players they missed a tournament to go to the throne. So yeah,
Okay.
those guys they sacrifice time too.
Yeah, because a lot of them I know they still trying to get recruited out there. Y'all do have some juniors like obviously Kristen, and even
Yeah,
the young guys like Keenan, Will, all them guys over there.
yeah,
So y'all beat Goose Creek in the championship. Obviously, it was a close game. I mean, I know, like I even know Shane Potts. Like I know he used to wear goggles. He doesn't anymore, but he's one of the sophomores on their team. Obviously, they got Elijah Dates, Justin Britt, and just a lot of guys that can really go. Like, what was that game like? Like I watched a little highlight video that Rail put up, but what was that game like? Really, how was it in the moment?
that was probably our most, other than Oak Hill, that was probably our most physical game of the year. Well, besides the throne, that was a real physical game. Like they just came at it with our best shot. So then we just had to just like they defense is crazy. They play like so weird. They switch 1 through 5. And like that ain't no
Really?
light switch. It's a hard switch. That you gonna make sure you feel them once they switch, stuff like that. And game was like real fast paced too. So yeah,
Yeah. Nah, yeah, and I mean, I was seeing like Elijah like all throughout the playoffs was. I didn't know who he was before like the playoffs because I mean that's obviously lower state, but
yeah.
how do you do against y'all? I know he had been doing real well in the playoffs beforehand.
The first play of the game they tipped it. That was my matchup at the time. They tipped it, so I went to somebody else, and then he was just wide open. So then I had to go from the man I was currently guarding to him, close out 3 ball, first play of the game. So now the whole crowd lit.
Yeah,
Uh, I think we went 2-3. I missed a steal. That's another tray ball he hit, and
mm,
then I think he came off like a rub screen. I got over it,
yeah,
and then he just pulled up. But like he was on, but he was also hitting some crazy stuff too.
yeah.
Like bro, like it was so crazy. But yeah, he went off for sure.
And he's not. He's actually like I can't. How tall is he? Because I can't tell if he's like 6 foot or like 6'3", 6'4".
Nah, he like 6 foot 6'1".
Yeah, yeah. I saw he had signed to Clayton State, so I was like, okay, he definitely can hoop there.
Yeah,
And then before y'all played them, who y'all played? Lexington was it?
yeah,
Over at Bob Jones.
yeah,
What was it like? I know they had a lot of obviously they have Cam Sky and all they juniors that are quote unquote on the ESPN. They're very known over there. So
yeah.
were y'all? I wouldn't even say like y'all were just like the overall favorites in that. Like what was it? What was that semifinal game like?
No, I feel like some people had us losing to them.
Yeah.
I feel like that game, whoever won that game was going to win the state. So
Okay.
yeah, so we both gave it our best. But like I don't know, like they got a lot of talent, but they just play like that zone. So I was like, oh, that means they must not be able to play defense. But like they got a good coach because every time we went zone, they went to Cam Scott. Like I forgot what they did, but he was just shooting from the same spot every single time. So then
Yeah.
we just keep on giving them different looks.
Yeah.
So then we had so they was locked in on me. So then that meant my other teammates they was gonna be open. I think Terry went for like 20 that game. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Cam went for like 17, and
Word.
Jackson had or the other guards. Yeah, that was a lot of energy too in that game.
Yeah, and I mean, I even know a lot of their guys. Like they're pretty young over there. Like they got Caleb. I think he's only a sophomore over
Yeah,
with them, and I know he's like a big role for them. And then obviously Cam and I'm forgetting his name,
yeah,
Jackson Prudy. I know he's also a junior, so I mean they'll be back next year, but y'all couldn't let them get it. Y'all couldn't let them
yeah.
get it this year.
Uh-uh.
I want to talk about just like I mean I know everything else before the playoffs, like y'all were really before. Okay, besides I did notice a Nation 4 game, like the first half, just the first half. I saw it was pretty close. I'm not gonna lie, caught me by surprise.
Yeah, they played. I feel like that was the best team we played in the first half. Like that was the best first half team we played all season, probably,
Really?
because they just wasn't backing down. There was like every mistake that we made, they just capitalized off of it. So that
Yeah,
made it even harder. So then we
yeah.
just back in halftime, talked about it, and then just came out.
Word, yeah. No, I feel you. I want to ask just talk about some of your the teammates you got to play with, obviously in your last year. I guess we can start off with the guy we've been talking about, Terry. I talked to him. He was a six man for y'all last year as a junior. So stepping into that starting position and honestly overachieving at it, just like what was it like playing with him really for this past season and the season before?
Season before, so our junior year, I didn't really know him. They was just like Terry's a like he just come out the bench, shoot whatever, and that's exactly what he do. He just score, and he just be racking them up. Really, he did the same thing this year. I feel like he shot better this year though than he did last year. Cause
Yeah.
like Terry, see the ball go through, it's over with. He's just gonna get whatever he wants.
Nah, I feel you. And he's the only guard on your team with bounce.
Would that be dunking?
Then you got Jordan, of course, Jordan Miller. I talked about how he was on the team since sophomore year. He's one of the guys that's been there for a good while. What's it like being with the guy that's known for being just a dog on defense?
Man, like when I first got there, I wasn't with the starters. I was with the blue team. So like him just guarding me full court, just aggressive. It's like, bruh, just get away from me. Like I'm not trying to be with none of that. So then I'm glad he on my team because that's a dog for sure. And like
Yeah,
he could score too, but he know he don't really got to. So
yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, you
Wingate,
see,
good one too. Yeah,
you said what? Oh yeah, Wingate. Oh yeah,
good one.
yeah, for sure. He was the first to sign from y'all, right?
Yeah, I think he signed before the season.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
signed pretty early.
yeah,
So, and then what was I gonna say about him? Yeah, he played his role like you said. He never
yeah,
went out of himself
yeah,
to try and go score.
yeah. That's probably like the best. Well, I feel like that's the best role player I probably play with. Like at least top five role players I
Yeah,
play.
because he played role player for y'all, but he could easily
Yeah,
go for it. He could obviously have stepped out of that, but in order for y'all to keep the same winning coach or winningness that y'all have been, he was willing to take that on.
yeah,
And then y'all had I guess Chase Harris, who I know he been playing since sophomore year. He was y'all sixth man, right, this year?
yeah.
I wanted to ask you, like, personally, like, what was, I knew he had been on the team since sophomore year. Like, how did he take, just coming off the bench for y'all?
I feel like he just accepted it because you can't be in your feelings about no position. Because if you be in your feelings, then you just gonna bring the whole team down. So he just kept working, and then once he figured out he gonna be the sixth man, okay, now how can I be the best sixth man? What can I do to be the best sixth man I can be? So and stuff like that, because there's plenty of six mans out there that's in the league. That's their job. That's their role. So then Chase job was to come in and get hot, and some games he did it. Some games he didn't. So that's just got to take what it is, take the highs and lows of it, and that's what he did.
No, for sure, yeah. Want to talk about, and then you're obviously your big man, the volleyball champ, Jamarcus. What was it like just playing with the guy that you obviously could throw alleys to, and really y'all only, I mean, obviously y'all had like Will and Keenan, but they was younger. Just
Yeah.
him stepping up into the role behind Noah, like what was it? What was it like playing with him?
Not too many people knew about him either because he ain't really played last year. So we was like, oh, we gonna be straight because as long as Jamar play with that confidence, can't nobody mess with him. So that's what we was just mainly telling him this year: just stay confident because when he played with confidence, that's when he played his best, like he did at the Beach Ball Classic and the state
Yeah.
champion too.
How are you doing there? How do you do at state?
At state, he probably the reason we won, to be honest, because
Really?
then I feel like didn't nobody think he was gonna come out and play the way he did. I think he had 14. He probably had a double double, like 14 and 10.
Okay. Yeah, he actually just signed too. I saw.
Yeah, to Lee.
Yeah. Where's
Yeah,
that at?
I don't even know. I can't.
And then I should really just ask about yourself. I feel like you didn't really speak on your season, and I mean you got, I mean obviously accolades on everything, but you got North South game. You got a lot of the recognition from your school. Like how do you feel you did, and just some of the high points and maybe even low points of the season for you?
I mean, I think it could have been better, but it was. I feel like I would rate it like a C plus B minus because I did good at the beginning of the year, but and then Oak Hill, that's when I really got a lot of recognition. Got Oak Hill, beat them. Then we went to the beach. We should have a game that we should have won. We should have. That's jump still get me mad. We lost to Roman Catholic, but they're a good team though. So then I think I had 13. I ain't really shoot a lot, but people like my coaches told me I should have. And then
Yeah,
I got back from the beach, started region play. I
yeah,
was doing region play like I would have like 18 one game, and then some games I probably wouldn't get over 10 points because we would just blow them out. So then my coaches just telling me to stay positive, because some games I wouldn't hit no threes, some games I would. And then so like I think the Spartan High game, that's when I really started to put it all together, and then started playoff. I
yeah.
think I went 1 for 5 against Nation Ford, and then like I just went on kind of like
Oh, wow.
like a little slump, really, but I didn't call it a slump because I don't like calling it slumps because I feel like I can just turn it on just like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like I did pretty decent.
I feel you. Now I got you, bro. And I'm trying to remember. I was trying to look up. Okay, yeah. Miles was actually telling me his senior year, the only game they lost was to Oak Hill, and he was even talking about it himself, about how he was like mad because he felt like that, like they went. Well, I just saw they went like 30-1 that year, and one of they won, and their only loss was to Oak Hill. Like, what was it? What's it like playing against Carmelo's former school, KD's former school? Like, is it? Are they worth the hype?
I feel like any NIBC school is worth the hype because they got there for a reason. So I mean, we can't take them lightly. But they they guards was they was tough. They was really like that. Like any one of their guards could go score at any point of the game, really. But they was all young too though, and they didn't also have like no big name player like the previous Oak Hill teams
Yeah.
did. I feel like some people try to knock us, be like, "Oh, Oak Hill, they wasn't that good." They really were that good. That's what they not understanding. They just ain't have like
Hmm.
no or I was jumping out the gym or no big guy like Kofi Cockburn in the past.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah. Um, One thing I know you're not gonna be there next year, but I wanted to ask. I was always talking about this, the culture of Dortmund, and once again bringing up Miles. He was even talking about like just the culture of it. Even Justin Bailey, he said he had actually thought about going there just because Dortmund is like they're known for basketball, and that, I mean, that might sound surprising because he was Blue Ridge. He seems so centered on Blue Ridge. But how do you feel the team now? I don't know if there's any transfers coming in for next year, but losing what the top six for y'all team or top five, I guess. I know Christian started, but like, how do you think the team will do next year without y'all?
It's gonna be the same way how we played this year. That's the same way they're gonna have to play next year. The guards just gonna have to do majority of the scoring. And then you got Will and Keenan. Keenan gonna have to average double. CA and Christian gonna have to score, I feel like, 15 plus a game. And then you got the other role players coming up from JV, and then that was on the varsity team. They gonna have to step up as well. So as long as they just stay together as a team and just keep fighting, not listening to what other people say, they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be good.
No, I feel you. Yeah. I was just always like, even I mean, like you even said though. I mean, this year y'all were doubted, and y'all came through. So
Yeah.
now I know I didn't really talk about your junior year a lot. You know, obviously you talked about the game against Malden and all that, but minus all that, like how was it playing with Noah and Jordan just that whole year? And I know it was your first year at Dorman. Like how was that whole first year experience? And I guess you can lead up into the playoffs.
Going to Dorman, like my first day, it was like they had kids camp when we went to kids camp. Then we lifted, so I'm going to the locker room thinking, we done, we about to go home. They was like, "What you doing? We about to go practice." I'm like, "Practice? We just lifted for a whole hour. Now you about to practice for 2 hours with no water?" I was like, "Oh man." So that was like my awakening to it. And then like just hanging with Noah and Jordan like almost every day, they just really just taught me a lot. They just like taught me like to see the game of basketball, like to slow down. I don't always have to play fast and stuff like that.
Yeah, nah, got you, bro. And while we're on the topic, so y'all played obviously Malden in the playoffs. What, third round was it?
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people act like that was. I mean, obviously, I did have Noah at the time, but I mean, they were also good. Like they had Caleb and Drake, obviously, that were two playing really well that whole season. I was unable to go to the game, so I just wanted to ask you, like, was it tough all the way through that last shot?
Yeah. I felt like I should have fouled Drake at the like when he first got the ball. Just so because I think we was up 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then the least we could do was go to overtime. But then like yeah, I was like, there's no way. Then you got all of Greenville County in the gym, everybody running. I was like,
Yeah.
people, I'm on the ground. I'm like, there's just no way it went in. Now we just gotta. It is what it is now. But I
Yeah.
feel like we Ridgeview. We'd have beat Ridgeview and then had another ring to our finger.
Okay. Y'all could be GG in them.
Yes. No question. Yes.
What was the emotion like after that game though? Like in the locker room, was it like stunned or were y'all just kind of surprised and just it was done, it was over like that?
Both. Because we was just flabbergasted about the shot. Because like he just really shot it off one foot and hit nothing but net, and that's how our season ended. And then just looking at just with their heads down, then I just kind of felt bad. Like what else could I have done like to prevent that? Stuff like that. So I went over there again, all a hug. Yeah.
I got you. So a lot of people might not know what you came from Hillcrest before you went to Dorman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I actually I'm zoned for Hillcrest. I live like 5 minutes from there. So I hadn't even known that, but I was like, so I guess Sean lived in the area. But
Yeah.
what were those? So were you on like what level were you on when you were over there?
Which year?
What year were you on? Ninth and 10th? I guess ninth. What were you on? JV?
Ninth on C team. I was supposed to play JV, but they just kept me down. Then 10th grade, talked to the head coach. He was like, "You can make the jump to 9th grade to varsity and start." So then that's just where it started.
Okay, so wait, how'd y'all even? I know this was like the year right after COVID, but how was it your sophomore year?
My sophomore year, we were actually pretty good. I wish AJ, do you know AJ Alex Fact?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he was like 6'10". He went to Lake Norman, like the start of the year. Then we was like,
Okay.
really lost AJ, but we had another post named Ryan. He was real good
Yeah, I
too.
know him. Yeah, I think I remember Ryan.
Yeah, we had Ryan. I feel like our team we was good. I don't think we was as disciplined as we needed to be. Like we were just too free as the offense. And yeah, then COVID happened, so we were doing good. Then I missed 4 games just like that.
Oh
So
wow.
then we lose all 4 of them. So that kills our playoff hopes. And
Yeah.
then I think we played T.O. Handle, and I think we had beat T.O. Handle because I think they was going to be the number 1 seed that year. So then we beat them. I think they number 2. So now, then yeah, then after the season, but I think our head coach he goes to y'all school GMC. So then I told him like yeah, I'm
Oh
thinking about
wait. Who was your coach? Coach Long?
yeah, Coach Long.
Okay, I didn't even know that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Then I told him I'm thinking about transferring. He was like, yeah, I think you could make an impact over there. Blah blah blah. So then my mom already lived in Spartanburg. So we talking with her, and then the new head coach at Hillcrest gets hired.
Yeah.
So then he getting in contact with me, trying to see if I'm gonna stay, come to the house, have a like we just come to the house and talk about it and stuff like that. Then I think later that day I had told our Hillcrest group chat I was like I'm gonna go ahead and go to Dorman and stuff. Then they knew I think they knew I was always gonna be there because when we played them ninth grade I had like 30 30 something
Yeah.
so then because Chase was he said the coaches they was asking about me if I was interested in coming in 10th grade. I told him I was gonna stay at Hillcrest. Then I was like, okay, let us know something next year. Then I just let them know.
Yeah. You like to you like to tell people about Hillcrest, or you just dormant now? You just dormant, like you rep dormant purely.
Nah, I feel like I'm more
'Cause
Hill thing. That's still home.
I personally like, unless I like someone had told me, I didn't even know you had gone to Hillcrest, which is
Yeah,
crazy. That's crazy. What was your relationship like with Coach Long? I didn't even know that was your head coach on there.
yeah. That was he real quiet. Like he don't really say
Yeah,
too.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, for sure.
So it's like he only says something like when he really needs to step in and do something. So I feel like if I had a question I'll go into him, ask him, we'll just talk about it. But that was my guy though, a real good coach.
Yeah. And while we're on the topic, Coach Ryan, right? That's his
Yeah,
Norman coach. What was your relationship like with him?
that's my guy too. Like he's so funny too. Just like his pregame speeches. I remember
Yeah, I
one
be seeing him.
I remember one time he was about to talk. He was like, like he just kept coughing. Like everybody just started laughing. Like he just funny for no reason sometimes. But yeah, I feel like that's one of the best coaches I played for because he pushed me like he was on me all summer. Like so
Yeah,
he just pushed me to my max. Well, not max, but like to a level that he knew I could get to, and he pushed me there.
I feel you. Yeah. Just want to switch it over real quick. AAU, obviously, if you don't know Ron White, you play with his little organization over your between junior and senior year. Like,
Yeah,
how was your just like AAU experience overall? Like, I don't really know the beginning who you played with, but what was it just like overall through the years?
it was fun. Like just being sixth grade, playing up, being like, "Oh, Sean, you gotta play with the other teams today." It's like, okay, just go out and have fun, because that's what it all comes down to. Because if you don't have fun with it, it's gonna feel like a job. You don't want basketball to feel like a job. You just gotta have fun.
Yeah,
So My junior year, we actually did pretty good. Like our team, I feel like our team, we was probably like the best in the state. We could play with anybody because we have me,
Okay.
Real, Elijah, Ant from Hannah, Darius from Hannah, Bray from Legacy, Chris from Shannon Forest. Like we was like anybody on that team can get a bucket. Izzy played with us.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Y'all think y'all could be Terry's team with Kobe and all them?
We actually played them like our first tournament. They beat us though. But like if we played them again, yes.
Because I know it was like the other team. I knew they had like what Trey West and some of the other. Like it was basically the other team out of Greenville slash Spartanburg.
Yeah.
Oh, now I forgot to ask this, but how do you feel you grew as a player from like your junior to senior year at Northern?
I feel like the IQ wise, like my IQ, training with Coach Blue, Jordan actually introduced me to him. He was my junior year. It was like, yeah, he gonna get you right here, trained in the NBA. So then he got us doing like the simplest drills, but it's just so complicated. So then it just really pushes me to do my best. So like he just breaks the NBA down to like a T, just saying that the NBA is just simple. So don't make it harder than what it actually is. So just seeing the game from a different point of view.
Yeah. Hey, just talking about the game. You know, I haven't looked at the score in a minute, but what's the score of the Heat Celtics game right now? I haven't been keeping up.
It's on commercial right now, but when it come back,
Nah, for sure, bro. I need the Celtics to win. That's why I've been checking.
I think he gonna get them. Can't lie.
God, bro. Hold on, bro. We're gonna talk about that at the end. But let's see. What do you think are some of your strengths and some of your weaknesses here, or things that you can work on in your game?
I think you said strengths and weaknesses, right?
Yeah.
I think a strength is I can shoot the ball. I'm a floor general. That's what many people don't know. They just think I can just go score, but then sometimes I don't even look for my shot. I just got to get other people going, and then I play defense, which that ain't the question when you go to dorm. You got to play defense. You want
Yeah.
people. And then you got to hustle too. I think I hustle real good. But weaknesses, I can use my right hand more than I do, because not too many people like they just think I'm right-handed, so just go right by them. And then because unless I have to use it, that's what Coach Boo taught me. Just take what they give. And why not use it? So until they block it off, just keep using your left hand. But yeah, I ain't really finished around the rim as I did last year. So I'll say I can work on that too, like work on floaters, like finishing through contact. But really, I say I need to improve on everything.
Yeah.
Really.
Nah, I hear you, bro. I mean, I haven't actually asked you or heard from anybody, but what's your like end goal for this whole basketball journey? Like, are you trying to play at the next level and all that?
Yeah, of course. Like you just gotta take it day by day and just focus on the end goal, of course. But it's like different pedestals, so just gotta figure out where you are on your journey, then just take it and embrace it, and then just gradually move towards that goal. Whether it's playing overseas, NBA, getting money, playing basketball, Division I, whatever it is, just gotta take it one day at a time and just gradually increase. Get to your goal every day, basically.
Yeah. You can't compare yourself to other people's journey, because not only somebody's always gonna be ahead of you, someone's always gonna be behind. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, like even if you D1, there's so many people at the D1 level that make it happen. You know.
Yeah.
So you trying to give some insight on like some places you might be looking at right now or trying to go to?
I'm
we try to we try to get some insight here on the Get Buckets podcast, firsthand from Sean Lindsay.
um trying to figure out how I'm gonna word this. Um, I'm gonna be a little far from home. Like I feel like I
Okay,
go, but I'm trying to wait to like announce it. Gonna get like a little cover made to where I'm going.
this is coming out soon.
Yes, it's coming soon.
Bro's about to go overseas. Uh, Bro's about to pull a Ali Khan. About to pull a Ali Khan.
Wait, where he going?
He's actually going to Spain.
For real?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
no,
tough.
going
Bang.
to Madrid.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. But next thing I just want to ask is, what's your inspiration just for playing and all that? Like, what's your what pushes you?
Um, well, for one, it's my parents. Just seeing how hard they work, seeing how much they pour into me, seeing how like what they grew up from, and making sure I have more than them. That's my ultimate goal. Just giving my kids more than I had, even though not saying I have it bad or have it good, just giving more than what I got. Since like they never give up on anything, so that's my goal. Just never give up and always finish. And then also like looking at Damian Lillard, I feel like me and him like we can compare a little bit because he was like small. He ain't nobody believing him, but then school took a chance on him. Then he just did what he did. He was always the underdog, and he always earned. He basically earned his respect. He
Yeah,
just so I try to model my game a little bit after him, a little bit, and like
I hear you. I was gonna say that's crazy because you actually. That was my next thing I was gonna ask. I was about to ask who you think you play like.
I could like my trainer. He say Isaiah Thomas and Mike Conley a little bit.
Because you were what, a short lefty,
He
basically.
try to like model my game from Damian Lillard just because he can shoot from anywhere, and that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. Nah, that's
Yeah.
what's up, bro. And Dave's I don't care what everybody says, he's still one of the best in the league. Even though his team wasn't that good, he's still one of the best. And definitely someone like you can look up to regardless.
Yeah, cause he know the definition. Like he the definition of hard work. Ain't nothing ever was given to him. He just went out and worked for it. So I
Yeah.
like the small town like hero then come blow up to be like somebody big. I like those kind of stories.
Not for sure, bro. Weber State, right? That's where he went?
Beaver State. Then
Yeah.
he 1 or 2 years and went. Didn't he go first? First pick? Was he first pick?
Was he first pick? He might have been.
I think he was.
What was he drafted? 2012, right? I believe it was like 2012.
Yeah. And then won rookie of the year that year too.
Yeah, yeah. 2 years later, hit the shot against the Rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, man. And I would even say, this might be a hot take. Obviously, you got James Harden on him. I think the best lefty in the league right now, Jalen Brunson.
Whoa.
Jalen Brunson, man, he was like that this year.
Yeah,
See,
I feel like James Harden is still gonna have that on lock a little bit, just because he done did so much, and now like Jalen Brunson just now coming on the scene a little bit, but he nice though. But I still give like the best lefty to James Harden.
right now, like in the league currently.
Yeah,
Okay, I was just. Isn't Julius Randle left-handed too, or is it? I
but
mean,
nah, I still give it to James.
I think yeah. I'm just saying this might be me. If I could choose who to have on my team going into next season, about Jalen Brunson, man, he's proved he was actually like 35 against the Heat.
Yeah, I'll pick Jalen Brunson too.
But last thing I just want to talk about, since it's the playoffs going on, like who you have winning the whole thing. What is your team and who do you have winning the whole thing?
I don't got no favorite NBA team. I just like different players.
Okay.
So I did have the Warriors winning, but they so now I feel like the Heat or Denver. That's what I want to win.
I think the Nuggets gonna beat whoever ends up in the championship. And I'm a Celtics fan, but I think whoever Nuggets go against, they've been showing like it's not just Jokic over here. They got some guys
Yeah,
for sure.
oh yeah, because
But
Jamal going crazy too.
Jamal been going crazy, man, for
Uh,
sure. Like, well, yeah, 24 in the fourth quarter, in game two.
something like that. Something crazy.
It's like him and Jokic over here taking turns on games, and
Yeah,
at the same time, you got what MPJ, Aaron Gordon, Bruce Brown been going crazy off the bench. Like that team, they real deep. But yeah, bro, that's really all I have for you, man. But appreciate you coming on here and just being my first dormant guy out current, or I guess he about to graduate, but I say second dormant guy. Obviously Miles was out here, but second dormant guy to come on here. Appreciate you hopping on, bro.
all right. I got something else to say. Uh,
What's up?
I just want to shout out to Coach Ron too, cause like he really the reason why I really went to Dorman, to be honest, cause he told me he was like, ain't no other guard better than you in the state of South Carolina. So you could really just go anywhere and just make a big impact. So I'd just be training with him day to day basis, getting in the work. So just shout out to Ron. Like I feel like he's the like I don't want to say like only one, but he's like one of the ones that's really believed in me like through this whole journey.
Where you known him for how long? You known him for a while.
Yeah, since like seventh grade, played with him seventh grade. Then I played with, then I actually played with Caleb and Drake my 10th grade year going to junior year. Like I played up with them
On
too.
CPA?
Yeah,
I feel like I remember you from CPA. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember you used to play with him.
yeah.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. I was gonna ask. I always ask all the guys at the end. I forgot to mention in my notes is just like what is some inspiration that you could give to the young guys that's coming up through Greenville, Spartanburg, that are trying to make it in this whole basketball journey.
Just be true to yourself. Don't look to the person next to you, behind you, in front of you. Like don't look at none of the rankings. It's to be honest, half the rankings they just based on who you know, like who really like popularity. It's really just a business for us. So don't just stay focused and work. Just keep working and then put yourself out there because social media it keeps growing every day. So just gotta put yourself out there and don't do no dumb stuff like with the camera because like
With
stuff. Don't do nothing
the
crazy.
camera, that's crazy.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, just stay focused. It's your journey for a reason. Don't and keep your circle small because if it's too big, then something bound to happen. So yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah, but bro, appreciate you hopping on, bro. And hey, tell Terry you were on here, bro. Tell Terry you
I
got on
will.
here before him, and that I just told him, let me know when. But yeah, bro, appreciate you hopping on, bro. And best of luck in your future basketball journey and just through life in general, man.
I thank you too, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.